I pozdrav ljudi, nas imamo tačno tamo gdje smo stali. Uje.
Dr. Reid, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
What are you investigating, exactly?
Well, my 2 missing persons cases have been solved. By you, it seems. Are you just that lucky? Or do you know something I don't?
I was lucky enough to find them both while conducting my investigation in this part of town.
Why do I still have the feeling that you're hiding something? What about the abductor? Was it the same person?
I don't think so. You had better interview Miss Teasdale and Mr. Kimura on that matter. All I did was to lead them safely home. Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Aloysius Downs. Main quest. Pokaże mi na mapie.
It's locked.
Good evening, Jonathan Reid. Can I help you in any way?
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind.
Sekund. Okej, mislim da razgovor
The
s njom još
Empress
nismo završili.
again. What are the guards
Dobili
trying to
smo neki hint od njene mame i... Tamo. Ne. Sam ja ovdje bio? Da, bio sam. Aha. To je ovaj detektiv ja rekao. Jedna te ista osoba.
Perhaps you should talk with someone.
Good evening, young lady.
My mother always prefers when people simply call me Carol.
Personal.
You need to understand you are in danger, Carol. Your mother is responsible for all your injuries.
That's a lie. She has always taken good care of me. She only gets irritated when I get under her feet. It's my fault. My mum loves me so much.
Yes, Carol. Your mother believes she loves you as much as you're convinced she loves you. But you are both trapped in a toxic relationship that puts you in danger.
What are you saying? That she lied to me all these years? That she wants me to be miserable? My mother has dedicated her life to my safety.
Dr. Reid, I am glad to see you again.
Your mother is terribly sick, Carol. She suffers from one of the most sadistic attitudes I've ever encountered, and tortures you with a twisted sense of love.
No, my mum loves me and only wants the best for me. It's my fault if I can never do anything right. She deserved a better girl than me.
Okay.
Goodbye, Carol.
I am glad to see you
Ah,
again.
still busy.
I am sorry, I
I
can't
cannot
help you,
enter.
sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Zar nisam pokupio ovo? I ovo?
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Možda. Sam ja ovdje bio? Da, ja sam ovdje bio. Ovdje smo spasili onu prebijenu. Sikirče. O, jesam našao put kojim još do sad nisam išao. Ali je put u pičku materinu. Ajmo, Jonathan. Aloysius Downs. Gdje bi to bilo? Da nije to ovdje negdje? Ne. Imamo li negdje neki event? Ne. Zašto?
Mr. Crossley returned from the war too. But the poor man does not seem... Yes, Mr. Jonathan?
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Not much, sir. Mr. Dawson's house used to be a good house, with many servants. I heard he fired them all recently.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible. If you wish to stay tonight, your room is ready, Mr.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you.
Oh.
We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
Ok, ona je definitivno izgubila pamet.
I really wish you could meet her mother. You would love her.
Mogu li tebe da pitam?
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already? Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Do you really see Mary and Father? Do you also see me as one of the dead?
Yes. For many years it was just a game. Since your father left us without a word, I took to the habit of speaking to him.
Yes, I remember. I sometimes spied on you and listened to you talking with Father in the garden. It made me so angry then. But it was just a game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But since then, my poor dead Mary visited me in my room. She led me to her grave, and there you were. I now know the dead can haunt us.
I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to endure this. Mary should never have done this to you.
That's true, my son. But you know what the worst part is? I liked it when Mary spoke in my head. Now she is silent, and it makes me so sad.
Should I leave you alone? Just ask, and I swear you'll never hear from me again.
Oh, no, Johnny. You're always welcome in this house. And one day, when I finally die, we'll all be together again, just as Mary promised us.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon. Aubrey, I'm not sure visiting Italy is a good idea this time of year.
Čekaj, a mogu li?
Hello again.
About the father.
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Dobro.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. Somewhere between the boat and the house, my life changed completely.
You should have told me, Johnny. I would have understood. You always were a secretive little boy.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I wish I could stay here and take care of you, but I don't belong here anymore. My new home is an empty room, as cold as night and as red as blood.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son.
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Czekaj. A tak. Da, yok.
Whether you need to buy something or not, I am happy to help. Good evening, Dr. Reid. A great night, what?
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the beluga in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
Okej, trbuchozborac.
So, did you try the restaurant I recommended?
Oh, yes. I can't thank you enough, my dear doctor. Exquisite, but expensive. But what is money made for, if not for little pleasures?
Don't you think your money could be better spent in these difficult times?
Your words hurt, Doctor. I thought you and I were friends. But since you ask, I'm rich enough to finance my passions. And various charities across the city.
Perhaps my words were too harsh. Please forgive me if I've upset you.
Oh, no harm done. After I die, all my fortune will go to the suffering people of the East End. Until then, I aspire to live the most pleasant life possible.
Calhoun, tell me about your relationship with Doris Fletcher.
Oh, Doris. Cold fire and burning ice trapped in a perfect body. Our passion was as intense as it was brief. What an actress.
How did you meet her?
On a boat to France before the war. She was thinking about a career in Paris, and I was eager to try French gastronomy. We both returned disappointed.
I expect you've seen her on stage, too.
She really is the best actress of her generation. Such frailty and such strength at the same time. I hope she'll play again soon. She's been away for too long.
You sound surprisingly sad. Have you regrets?
I think of her as a divine dish. I'm glad I was able to taste it, but I regret I could only get a bite of her mystery.
You really loved her then?
She fascinated me, Dr. Reid. I can't imagine what she must have endured through her life to reach such a level of emotion and sensibility.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Cinemax.
Women of all countries unite!
Shoot Preživite.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
Mali ko da ga nisam pitao.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant, the embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Jesam li tebe pitao za Aloysiusa?
Good evening, Miss Teasdale.
Can I help you, Dr. Reid?
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London, throughout the country even.
He a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
Why can't I forgive you?
Don't let any strangers come into your...
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
Venus is poisoning you, Clarence. She wants you dead.
So she really hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you returned from the dead, and now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
You're a stupid bastard, but you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But I love her. I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
Čekaj. Aha, ona. Dobro. Dobro.
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned?
Frankly, it's my behavior that's been odd. Ever since I got back from the war, she accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
Personal?
You need some rest, Clarence.
Čekaj,
You should try
jel
to...
mi sad imamo sve hintove o njoj? Da, da. I fali nam jedan hint za ovu budalu.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Okej. Ano. Sam i njih pitao.
Hello again, Doc.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Čekaj,
Hello again.
personal... Šta?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Good evening. Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Hajde. Ajde, postao sam, nemoj mi sad bagovat. Ajde, Borite. Ne vedi, nešto se pojebalo.
Flu is not the only hidden killer around here.
Koja glupost. Da li sam tako i misiju zeznao sa ovim Dorsonom? Isu mi sad
Best be on your way home.
Ništa, slip, level, pa da vidimo. Ili je bug ili sam glup, nema treće. Ne da mi se kreše igra. A, u pičku materinu. Ok, mislim da je ovo znak da treba da završim sa snimanjem da ga nastavim kasnije, tako da, zdravo.